Time now to hand over to Bob Monkhouse for Celebrity Squares, and then don't forget at 10 to 8 is your chance to once again play the Glory Ball. See if you can win playing the phrase that pays.
The manager from Birds of a Feather, Leslie Joseph. From Catchphrase, Roy Walker. Super Smashing from Bullseye, it's Jim Bowen. Hello, hello, Helga, it's Kim Hartman. Trevor from the Chippendales. From Talk About, Andrew O'Connor. Queen of the Carry-Ons, Barbara Windsor. From London's Burning, Sean Blowers. And from Surprise, Surprise, it's Bob Carolgees. They're all here to play new Celebrity Squares. And here's the star master of the big box game, Bob Monkhouse.
Yes, we're back. This is the first edition for a long time of Celebrity Squares. Bob and the Big Box Game, the towering inferno of quiz games. The biggest frame-up on TV and the hugest game of noughts and crosses in the world. But this time we have not only 9 wonderful, funny friends, but we have 5 super sets of wheels. Hello, celebrities!
Hello, Bob!
Ah, it's good to see you, and you're looking magnificent, if I may say so, every single one of you. Simply splendid. It's wonderful to see you. It's like a sort of a battery hen farm of fame. We have 2 contestants waiting to square off. Would you tell the celebrities all about yourself, Gaynor?
Hello, celebrities. My name's Gaynor Thomas. I come from Dyfed in South Wales. I'm married to Peter and have one son, Anthony, who's nearly 4. I manage a small bookshop in Carmarthen, South West Wales.
Are you, stocking my autobiography that came out this year?
Of course.
Thank you very much, thank you very much. Worst thing about writing an autobiography is you never know how it's going to end. Ladies and gentlemen, Gaynor Thomas. Gaynor won the toss, of course, you know that. Yeah, Gaynor won the toss backstage, so you'll be playing second with the cross. Tell the celebrities about yourself, please, Dave.
Hi, celebrities. My name's Dave Lovett. I'm from Aylesbury in Buckinghamshire. I'm married to Janet. I've got a lovely young daughter called Emma. And for a living, I sell computer stationery.
Really?
I do indeed.
What do you think of these computers? Have you seen the BBC computer?
No, I never watch it. I always watch the other side, Bob.
Very wise you are. Where have you just come from? You look as if very, very healthy.
Funnily enough, I've just been playing golf in Texas.
Good Lord. I wonder you didn't smash up all the home care equipment. That joke spread like a rumour. Object of the players is to get 3 squares in a row, up and down like this. Or across like this. Or diagonally slanted like this. Or any 5 squares. All our questions are, of course, calculated to get the best out of our celebrities and out of our players. The way our players get the squares is to figure out whether the stars are giving a correct answer or just making one up. That's the way they win them. £10 each in the first round, and a completed game is worth a £50 bonus to a successful player. And it's the one with the most money who really gets excited towards the end, because he or she gets a chance to play for one of these magnificent motors in the Monkhouse Motor Show.
A fuel-injected Mini, a 4x4 Sports, a Cabriolet, a 1600cc saloon, and this 2-litre coupe.
Fantastic. And the little Mini's wonderful. Comes with a grass collector and a rotary blade. Gaynor, you, as I say, won the toss, so pick a star.
I think I'll have to pick the Chippendale one day.
Well, I quite understand your feelings. Everybody's tempted. Sir.
Yes, Bob?
I haven't seen such bulging muscles since the last Miss Russia contest. If you were suffering from omphalitis... Omphalitis...
How do you spell that, Bob? You know?
O-M-P-H-A-L-I-T-I-S.
OK.
Omphalitis.
All right.
What part of your body would be inflamed? Your navel or your nipple?
I'd say both. Is that an answer? Oh. No, Bob, I'd have to say my nipple. My nipple.
That's what he says.
I'll disagree.
You're right to disagree. It's inflammation of the navel, which you get, yeah. So, North gets the square, you in the first £10. Dave, pick a star.
Ooh, it's got to be Leslie Joseph.
Ah, gotta be Leslie Joseph. Leslie. You realise you're seated below our Chippendale.
I've always wanted to be under a Chippendale. But...
What do we call Girl Scouts between the age of 15 and a half and 20?
Competition. Oh, girly guide Ranger Scouts. Ranger Scouts.
Rangers. Ranger Scouts.
I disagree.
You're right to disagree. Female Venture Scouts would be correct. Female Venture Scouts, and therefore, X gets the square, and you win £10. There it is on your little numbers.
Jim Bowen.
Jim. Good to see you, Jim. Jim, what was the very first show big show you ever appeared on television?
It was The Comedians, Bob.
That's right, I remember. About 1970s?
71, yeah.
Gosh, I remember seeing I was shocked.
Yes.
You came out with an obscenity, Jim. I think it was a man called Bernard Manning.
Yeah.
Jim, if you crossed a male lion with a female tiger, what would you get?
A lot of people round the cage.
Let me give you a choice. Would you get a liger or a tigon?
I think it is possible to do this, and I think it would be a liger, going male-female, which is usually the way we think. Liger. I would say liger.
What do you think, Gaynor?
Oh, I'll agree.
You're right to agree. It's a liger. Naught gets the square. Another £10 is won. I can imagine where you're going to go. It's going to be lovely Barbara. It's going to be lovely Barbara in order to block that line of noughts across the top of the game board. Yes. Barbara, lovely to see you. And you can go by Barbara. You're no bimbo, are you, darling?
Not me, darling. No. You know me.
I remember the first time I ever met you in show business, you said you were going to develop your mind or bust. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I knew you were
Barbara, if you found a Lancashire lad in your garden, what would it be?
Well, no idea. Oh, dear. But I'd show him the way to Oldham.
What a good idea. You have got an idea.
Well, I don't know, a Lancashire lad. Oh, I'll have to guess. I mean, something like, I don't know, a raspberry. Raspberry.
Barbara says a Lancashire lad is a raspberry.
Just sounds daft enough to be true.
It's a gooseberry. Cannot put a nought in that square. You have to put it there yourself. Gaynor?
Can I have Barbara Windsor, please?
Yes, of course, to try and win. Barbara, which country has won more Nobel Prizes? Germany or the United Kingdom?
Germany.
Game point. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Wrong to agree. Cross gets the square, no money is won. United Kingdom is correct. Going to try and win?
Yeah, the lovely Andrew O'Connor.
On to Andrew O'Connor. Welcome, Andrew. Good to see you here. It is indeed. Doing so well with your game shows. One game show after another is really marvellous. Have you read Jim Bowen's book on how to be a game show host?
No, I haven't, no.
It wasn't written by him, it was written for him.
Bob, I've heard that, in fact, Jim is going to go and host Bullseye in Spain.
Really? In Spain?
There's no language problem, you see. All he's got to learn is the Spanish for super and smashing. So it'll be bueno, bellissimo. Your pesetas are safo.
Very funny. Andrew, the earliest known version of the story of Cinderella...
Yes?
Does it come from China, Egypt or Scotland?
I think it's Egypt, because this is where the guy wakes up in bed with a pumpkin and he says, oh, is it 12 o'clock already? So I'm going to say Egypt.
I'm going to disagree.
You're going to disagree? It actually comes from China in the 9th century AD. You're right to disagree. X gets the square. You've won this round of the game for a £50 bonus. Now, £20 is playing £70, and the next round of the game, number 2, is a secret square game. Here's the star that's sitting in the secret square. None of us here in the studio can see the star that you're looking at now. It's a secret. But what isn't a secret is what the secret square prize is.
A relaxing weekend for 2 at the famous Gleneagles Hotel in Scotland.
Oh, beautiful. You played golf in Texas. You meant the state, didn't you? Have you ever played at Gleneagles?
I never have, no. I'd love to.
Have you played? No. Well, Gleneagles is beautiful anyway, whether you play or not. Here's the secret square, and it's right there until someone chooses the secret square star. First chance goes to you, Gaynor.
I think I'll have Sean Blowers, please.
Right, we'll try to arrange that later. Sean, is this what a fireman wears off duty?
Oh, black, definitely, yeah.
Really? I expected a blazer.
I should have
or a
known that was
smoking
coming.
jacket. Oh, yes. Some flaming thing. True or false, Sean? Amongst certain peoples in India, it used to be the custom for men who were bachelors to be allowed to marry trees. True or false?
Now, that can't be true because, as we all know, Bob, two's company and three's a crowd.
Oh, yes. Shame on you. Good answer. But is that saying you say it isn't so, Sean?
Yeah.
Sean says it isn't true.
I disagree.
You're right to disagree. It is absolutely true. Men used to be allowed to marry trees. So Nort gets the square, you win another £10. The bachelor married the tree. This is interesting. For those of you who don't know, the bachelor married the tree, and then straight after the ceremony, the tree was chopped down, so the man became a widower and had the legal status to marry a widow. Isn't that amazing? Pick a star.
Well, never.
Dave.
Leslie Joseph.
Leslie Joseph. Leslie, words. If you have two husbands simultaneously, are you diandrous?
No, you're exhausted. Are you diandrous? No, of course you're not.
You're not diandrous, Dave.
I disagree.
You disagree? You think you are diandrous?
I think
correct
so.
to disagree. And Cross gets the square. Another £10 for you, bringing you to £70, £80. What do you say, Gaynor?
Andrew O'Connor, please.
Andrew, a poo guy is a type of flute. Would the musician play it with his mouth or his nose?
I'm not sure. If he played it with his nose, would he play Colonel Bogey? I'll say his nose, Bob.
Don't you blame that joke on me, Andrew.
I'll say...
He says his nose, though. A poo guy played with your nose.
Oh, I agree.
That's how they boogie with the poogie. Yes, that's it. They play with his nose. You're right. Nort gets the square. Another £10 for you.
Big Jim.
Big Jimbo, and to block and stop Gaynor forming a line of noughts up the left-hand side of the game board. Jim, if you scored 150 in an IQ test, 150, if you scored 150, would you automatically be described as a genius?
I'd be described as a cheat. I do know this, actually, Dave. It's, in fact, it's an American measuring facility, and you need more than 150 to be regarded as a genius. So 150, I think, is one short. So you would not be a genius with an IQ of 150, and I do know that, Bob.
Is Jim making that up, or is he telling the truth?
I think he's telling porkies.
You think he's telling porkies?
I disagree.
If you had an IQ of 150, you would be super intelligent, but you would not necessarily be a genius. He was telling the truth, and we cannot put a nought in that square. If you want a Nort and Jimbo in square, you have to put it yourself.
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. Here you go, Jim, see if you can do it again. This is the Gaynor. To win the game, in the English language, which condition has the greatest number of words to describe it? Drunkenness or sexual attraction?
Drunkenness.
I disagree.
What a shame. You would have won the game. Remember, Jim was a school teacher. He knows these things. Drunkenness...
Excuse me, Bob.
One of the things you were specialised in, surely, Jim. There are 2,241 words to describe drunkenness. Where are you going?
Roy Walker.
To Roy Walker to win the game with a diagonal line. Roy, welcome to the show, Roy, from Catchphrase. What a pleasure to see you. You, of course, have your own catchphrase, don't you? Many of them, but if you see it, say it.
That's the one. That's
right.
the one, Bob.
Got my wife thrown out of a Chippendale show. True or false, Roy? In this country, the approximate life expectancy is 72 years for men, 78 years for women.
I think that's true, but I've made arrangements for that there. When I get to 70, I'm having a sex change. I think that's true, Bob.
Says it's true.
I go along with that.
You'll go along with that, and you've just won the game with a £10 square and a £50 bonus. Glen Eagles is yet to be won. The secret square will continue in the second half of our game, and we'll find a winner because we're going to double the dough in the second half. The one with the most money will get to pick one of those cars and try and win it. So join us in New Celebrity Squares. with a show that's full of stars and cars. And you can see right now, Gaynor Thomas, who's a bookshop manager from Duford, has got herself 40 quid, and we've just got to improve on that, haven't we? And we've also got to win this secret square, not yet won. We'll make sure that there's a secret square star in the next round. I'll show you in just a moment. Dave Lovett comes from Aylesbury, and he's married to Janet. He has one daughter named Emma, and he has £140. But now we're going to double the dough. That means that every square is worth £20, and a completed game is worth £100. And here is the star who's sitting in the secret square. This is for you at home only. We can't see that here in the studio. We have no idea. It's an 8-to-1 chance to pick that star. Go ahead, Gaynor, try.
Kim Hartman, please.
Kim Hartman. Kim, welcome indeed from LOLO. At last, and to the show.
Thank you, Bob.
How long have you been playing a German on television?
Oh, I've been Helga for, let me see, about 10 years, I think.
I think it is long enough, you know. She was up at 6 o'clock this morning putting a towel on that seat. Kim, if a man from the Gestapo asked you to try out his pillywinks, would you be pleased?
Well, I think I'd probably be so pleased, Bob, that I might even offer to kiss him.
Really? Really pleased? What do you think, Gaynor?
I disagree.
You wouldn't be pleased. Pillywinks are thumb screws. You're right to disagree. You win £20 on it. Put a note in there. Here's your £20 coming up. Dave, pick a star.
Chippendale.
Chippendale, right in the middle at the top. Chip, which famous British actress made one of her early appearances in the film The Big Hangover?
The Big Hangover. I usually have those on Sundays after my, coming to my day off. Barbara, weren't you in that movie?
Oh, those are the days, dear.
Well, to be honest with you, Bob, I think that was Joan Collins. Joan Collins.
What do you think, Dave?
I agree.
You're wrong to agree. It was Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, naught wins the square. No money is won on that square. Where'd you like your third naught?
Leslie Joseph?
Where else? Leslie, if you were suffering from strabismus, would you go and see your dentist or your optician?
Well, I'd go to my dentist because he's single, Jewish and very rich. Dentist.
Dentist, says Leslie.
No, I disagree.
Strabismus is a squint. You'd go to the optician. You're right to disagree. I know you've got the zero there. You get £20 plus a £100 bonus brings you to £180. Still, we haven't found that secret square. Are we going to show you the same star sitting in the same square? Maybe, maybe not. Here for you at home, once again, is the star sitting in the secret square. And we don't know where that is, but it will lead to a holiday in Glen Eagles. First chance to pick that star goes to you, sir. Dave.
Bob Carroll G's.
Bob Carroll G's. Ah, you got it. Yeah. Sorry.
I knew you were saving me for something.
Yes. Wave that right hand again for me, would you? Ah, look at that.
That's my left, that's the right.
Yes. I prefer the right one. It's spit the dog in the nude. It's a true or false question, Bob. Joan of Arc's famous last words were "Long live France."
Oh, I don't know. I think it was probably more like, stuff this for a game of soldiers, I don't know. But I'm going to go, well, I think I'll go with, true.
Yeah.
Her famous last words were, "Ah, Rouen, I have great fear that you are going to suffer my death. You've lost the 40 quid on that double-dough square and you've lost your holiday in Glen Eagles. I'm sorry, Dave. Naught wins the square. Where would you like your next naught to go?
Sean Blowers, please.
Sean Blowers. Sean, true or false, up to 1979, it used to be against the law in Iceland for people to drink alcohol.
Definitely true.
Oh.
Well, it's obvious, it's obvious. That's why all the parties in Iceland take such a long time to warm up.
Very good. Very good, Sean. You stick to true?
Yes.
True.
It's false.
Oh.
Cross wins the square. No money is won, and we're on £40 a square now.
Jim Bowen.
Jim Bowen. The Finnish alphabet, does it have 3 more or 3 fewer letters than ours?
3 fewer because they've no VAT. 3 less.
3 fewer.
3 less.
3 fewer, Dave. Yeah. Wrong. It has 3 more. 0 wins the square. No money is won. Oh, that tells me we only have 60 seconds to play, but quick, start fast.
Barbara Windsor, please.
Barbara Windsor, which was the more prolific painter, Picasso or Vincent van Gogh?
Vincent van Gogh.
True.
No, it was Picasso. No money is won. X wins the square. Dave, pick a star.
Leslie Joseph.
Leslie Joseph. Leslie, the greatest number of curtain calls received by Luciano Pavarotti, was it 156 or 165?
156.
True. It was 165. The North wins that square, and no money is won. Gainer, pick a star.
Roy Walker, please.
Roy Walker. Roy, who received the first Gold Disc Award for record sales? Was it Bing Crosby or Glenn Miller?
Glenn Miller.
This is for the game.
True.
You say it's true. You've just won £40 square and £200 bonus. That's terrific, £420. Well, Dave, what can I say to you? £140, Dave. It ain't hay, and you've represented the Bucks and all the Ducks in Aylesbury very well indeed. Congratulations on that. But to you, my darling, I say £420 is yours through shrewd playing, and now that means that you get a chance to play for one of our superb machines.
A sporty 1.3 fuel injection Mini in British Racing Green. A superb Saturn Black 1.3 4x4 Sports. A stylish Cabriolet in Pacific Blue. An elegant 1600cc saloon in Ocean Blue. And this sleek 2-litre Flame Red Coupe.
Look up there, Gainer. Every star has a car. They're all there. The 4x4 Sports, the Coupe, the Cabriolet, the Saloon, the Mini, all those beautiful cars on display. Now, they always say don't push your luck, but in a moment I think I will ask you to push your luck. I hope so. First, you've got to get lucky. I want you to give me 9 of a kind, lighting up each of our squares. First of all, we'll say black out the frame. I'm going to ask you, and remember, wrong answers do not count against you, about 25 British national, daily and weekend newspapers. You must name 9 of them. Good luck. Your 30 seconds begin now.
Independent.
Yes.
Telegraph.
Yes.
Guardian.
Yes.
Times.
Yes.
Sunday Times.
Yes, Gainer.
Financial Times.
Good.
Today.
Yes.
The Sun.
The Sun, yes.
The Star.
One more does it, and you've got yourself a chance. Yes! The Daily Mirror, that was number 10. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. That's terrific. Now you've got a car. But which car? Look at that. There's nearly £100,000 worth of gleaming machinery up there. Here now is a sample random pattern sequence of lights. Flash the frame. You must chase the light all around the board until you stop it on the square that you want. You understand? They always say don't push your luck. We want you to push your luck. That's the button you push. Right. You've got 5 seconds to do it in once the squares start flashing. You're going to win a car. Try and stop it on the square that contains the car you want. Gainer, your 5 seconds begin now. Oh, look what you got, the 4x4 Sports! The off-road. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, Gainer. Is it what you wanted? Anything would do. Anything would do. And she's got a beautiful motor. Thank you to Jim. Thank you to Trevor. Thank you to Barbara, Sean, Leslie, Bob, Andrew, Kim, and Roy. Thank you for playing New Celebrity Squares. See you next week.
Tell me, what do you do when you're stuck on the £64,000 question? Take a gamble or take the money? Your chance to find out in Classic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire after the Glory Ball next.